Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syahirah Binti number matrix 1222365. Today, my team members, which is from Group 3 BM7, will present about the results that we collected from market survey that we have been done, and we have been tasked for the title analyzing the preference of telco services among USIM students. Our group decided to choose CELCOM service as our market survey. Before I begin, I would like to introduce our 5 team members that really contribute well in this market survey project. First member, we have Qhairunnisa. The second member, Raudatul Afiah, followed by Ardini Badrisha, and me as well, Syahirah, and the last member is Nurin Najwa. Now we move to the first chapter, which is respondent demographic analysis. In this section, our group already collected 30 respondents, which is among USIM students, to respond a Google form created by our group that related to our survey. The first question in this section is about gender. As we can see, based on the pie chart, female is really dominated in this survey, which represent by them 80% that equals to 24 respondents in total, while male only represent by them 20%, which equals to 6 respondents. This means that the population in Muslim student is really dominated by the female, and this is for sure that them answer the most in this survey. Now we move to the second question, which is about current year of study. In this pie chart, we can see the most respondents who will answer this Google form is from first year student, which is they collected 90%, that equals to 27 respondents in total. Furthermore, for the second year students, they collected 6.7%, which is only 2 respondents that represent by them. There is no student from third year. Meanwhile, for the fourth year student, they collected 3.3%, which only represent by 1 student only. Now we move to the third question, which is about faculty. Our group also collected data about faculty. As we can know, Muslim students use faculty as a place for their study in Muslim. Faculty of Economy and Muamalat FEM recorded the highest respondents based on the pie chart, which then represents 56.7% from it, which equal to 17 respondents. FST, FKP, and FPPU represent each of it 10%, which is 3% that respond to this survey, followed by FPQS 6.7%, which is only 2 students from it that answer this survey. And the least respondent that we collected from this survey, which is from student of FSU and FKAB, which both represent only 1 respondent, which equal to 3.3%. Last question in this respondent demography analysis is about living state. Based on the pie chart, majority of the respondents are from Johor with total 30%, which is equal to 9 people. In this pie chart, it is represented by the orange color from the right. For Selangor, also recorded the second highest respondent among others, which is 23.3%, that represent 7 respondents from 30 of it. Meanwhile, Kedah in the third place for the respondents state, which is 16.7%, that equal to 5 people in total. Basically, Negeri Sembilan, Pulau Pinang and Terengganu share the same percentage in the pie chart, which each of it collected only two people that overall shows 6.7%. The last one is from Kuala Lumpur, Melaka and also Pahang share the same total of students, which these states only represent by 1% that shows as 3.3% in percentage.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ardini Binti Muhamad Najib, metric number 1220887, and I will present about chapter 1, which is objectives and methodology, also 3 question chapter 2. From this market survey report about mobile telco service, which is CELCOM, there are 3 objectives of why this market report has been conducted. The first one is to determine CELCOM's internet network speed in each area to the CELCOM users. Secondly, to identify the effectiveness of CELCOM's internet access level. And lastly, to find out if CELCOM is the best telco service rather than other telco services. For methodology of this market survey, the collection of information and data for this report of analyzing the preference of CELCOM telco service survey has been carried out quantitatively. There is one method used in data collection which is through Google Form. This is because getting a survey using Google Form is one of the easiest way to get respondents' data when filling in the information in the following questionnaire. The purpose of the implementation of this form is to find out the feedback of respondents when using CELCOM as the main telco service in their daily lives by Google Form. A total of 30 respondents and feedback were successfully collected. All respondents are USIM students between Year 1 to Year 4. This form consists of 11 questions about the satisfaction by using CELCOM telco service, CELCOM's users, and the rest are about the information of personal respondent. Next, we will moving on to the chapter 2, which is the finding and discussion about CELCOM telco services. The total of the questions is 9 questions. They were asked to the respondents regarding their preferences by using CELCOM as their telco service, and I will presenting the first question, the first 3 questions, and Nurin will be presenting the other 8 questions. The first question that were asked to the respondents is regarding the time period using CELCOM service. There are 4 answers choices that have been given, which are about 0 to 3 years, 4 to 6 years, 7 to 9 years, and lastly about more than 10 years. Based on the pie chart, as you can see, the most of the time period by using this CELCOM telco service is about 0 to 3 years, which are 50%, and most of them are the newest by using this CELCOM telco service. Next, the second most people using CELCOM telco service is about 4 to 6 years, which is 36.7%. After that, it has followed by people using CELCOM for more than 10 years, which is 10%. And lastly, the least answer to the people use CELCOM service about 7 to 9 years, which is 3.3% votes. The second question is about the accessibility CELCOM internet in home area, which means that we want to know the situation of users in using the CELCOM telco internet service when they are in their home area. There were 2 choices of answers given, which are yes and no. So based on the pie chart, we can see that the most of respondents, which is 96.7% answered yes, which means that the accessibility of CELCOM internet service is good in their home area, and the rest answered no, which means just a few people have the problem to access CELCOM internet service. The next question, which is the third question, is the reasonableness of the internet pass price offered by CELCOM, which means that we want to know whether are users satisfied with the price and internet service provided by CELCOM to its users. Same as the previous question, there were two choices of answers given, which are yes and no. So based on the pie chart, we can see that the most of respondents answer yes, which is 83.3% votes, which means 83.3% votes, which means that they like and are satisfied about the internet pass price offered by Celcom. And uh, the rest responded answered no, which is 16.7%, which means that just a few people do not like or unsatisfied with the internet pass price offered by Celcom.
Moving on to the fourth question about analysis of monthly expenditure on CELCOM Internet Pass offer. The purpose of this study was to understand the spending patterns and preference of the students when it comes to their internet usage. Among the respondents, it was found that 56.7% chose to spend between RM31 and RM60 on the CELCOM Internet Pass. A significant portion, accounting for 26.7%, opted for a more economical range of RM5 to RM30. Additionally, 13.3% of the students were willing to spend between RM61 and RM99, while the remaining students allocate budgets of RM100 and above. In summary, majority of respondents chose to spend RM31 to RM60 due to Celcom's affordable pass offers, which provide unlimited internet access for a month. The fifth question about user preference in internet subscription service. The purpose of this question was to analyze which subscription option Celcom users are more inclined to choose. According to the pie chart, 83.3% of the respondents expressed a preference for prepaid top-up as their subscription service, and the second most popular response chosen by 10% of the respondents was a bill subscription, while the remaining 6.7% of the respondents vote in favor of a postpaid plan. To conclude, the majority of the respondents opted for prepaid top-up package because this choice aligns with their budgetary considerations and the flexibility provided by such subscriptions. Next, the sixth question about where and how Celcom top-up users purchase their credit. In this question, the respondents were asked about their preferred methods of purchasing Celcom top-ups and their typical locations of these purchases. The majority, 63.3% of the respondents, preferred buying top-up through online banking due to its convenience in the digital age. This option is especially beneficial for students, saving them transportation costs. The second most favored choice, selected by 23.3% of the respondents, was acquiring top-ups through the user-friendly CELCOM website. And lastly, 13.3% of the respondents state their purchase top-ups at convenience stores. The seventh question about categorizing customers' home internet network speed. The survey revealed that the majority of USIM students who participate express satisfaction with CELCOM's internet network speed in a specific residential area. According to the pie chart, 50% of the respondents considered the speed to be fast, while 56.7% categorized it as medium, and only 3.3% of the respondents perceived it as slow. With just 3.3% of the respondents considering the speed slow, it suggests that the CELCOM meets the minimum requirement for internet speed in the area. This indicates that most students in the area have a positive experience with CELCOM's internet service, with half of them considering the speed to be fast. Moving on to the 8 questions about the effect of rainy days on CELCOM internet quality in customers' home area. The survey results showed that CELCOM internet performance varies on rainy days at the residence of the respondents. 70% of the respondents reported that CELCOM internet functions well during rainy days, indicating its dependability and effectiveness even in bad weather. However, 30% of the respondents mentioned that CELCOM internet is unreliable during rainy days, which can pose communication, employment, or school-related challenge for them. Next, the 9th question about the advantages of CELCOM internet service for customer. In this question, respondents were presented with a list of advantages and asked to choose their top perk from CELCOM. And the results show that 60% of the respondents chose unlimited data as the top perk, while 23.3% of the respondents chose unlimited calls as their preferred perk. Furthermore, some respondents selected all of CELCOM's advantages, highlighting the wide range of benefits the company provides to its customer.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afiah Binti Muhamad. My matrix number is 1220885. Now let's move on to the next part of our market survey presentation, which is recommendations. According to Cambridge Dictionary, recommendations can be defined as a suggestion that something is good or suitable for a particular purpose or job. In the field of business, recommendations or feedback from customers are very valuable to a company's future profit. By receiving recommendations, customer can give suggestions about their desire and need for a product or service provided by a company. In short, a company can make further improvements so that the customer will not face any services problem they had experienced before. In conclusion, by following the customer recommendations, a company able to provide good services and fulfill their customer satisfaction. In this market survey, we divided recommendations into 2 parts, which is for the first one, recommendations from the respondent. First of all, respondent suggests for unlimited hotspot for every plan. Having unlimited hotspot on a telco plan is a vital thing, especially among students. Usually, students use a few devices to perform their tasks, and to access the internet on their other device, they will turn on their hotspot. Without unlimited hotspot, they might not be able to reach the internet for a long-term period if the hotspot has limited time consuming or limited usage. Second of all, they suggest for an accessible internet in rural areas. A reachable internet is the fundamental reason why the customer subscribes to a telco. If a telco company able to expand larger internet coverage in rural or hometown areas, they could increase their subscribers and profit. It is because most of telcos have a problem to be accessed in outback areas. Third, free basic data. Providing free basic data whenever a customer activates their telco account is an idea for a company to serve their subscriber very well. A telco company can give free basic data for certain apps such as WhatsApp. This method could help customers to contact others whenever they have an emergency. The fourth suggestion from the respondent is an improvement internet speed. When subscribing an internet plan, customer will expect a high-speed internet. Of course, a fast internet speed represents a better quality of a company's product, thus emphasizing how their services on the internet coverage and speed is an important thing. Next, an affordable internet plan for students. As we know, students are a group of customers that need to keep connected to the internet. But at the same time, they do not make any income. By giving an internet at a lower price, students can get the internet without worrying about their money. thus implementing a special internet package at a cheaper price for students able to increase their subscribers. Last but not least, they suggest to reward the customers. When subscribing to a telco for a long time, customers must expect any rewards from the company because they have been loyal to use or using the same telco for a long period. A company should introduce a system that gives a customer point whenever they purchase an internet plan, and they are able to redeem or claim a voucher based on the point they collected. Giving reward is an essential thing in business since some people might stay and use the same telco because of the reward offered by them. The next part of recommendation is recommendation from our group members. First of all, we suggest CELCOM to have unlimited local calls for every plan. Imagine entering a rural area or having heavy rain that affected one's internet connection. All the online applications will not be functioning because we are not able to reach the data. So the only way to keep connected with other people is by making a phone call. In a nutshell, it's a must for a telco company to include unlimited call service for every plan they offer to customer. Last but not least, we suggest CELCOM for having promotion during festival. During festivals, most people will go back to their hometown and along the way, they might need an internet connection. A company can encourage lots of customers to purchase an internet plan by providing some promotion or discount on the data package during festival seasons.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Qhairunnisa Binti Muhamad Fazil, matric number 1220882. Okay, first, SEVICE is the best telco services in Malaysia and reasons for the answers. First, reasons from the respondents. Yes, SEVICE offers prices that are so reasonable and affordable. In addition, the unlimited data and unlimited call is the cheapest than others as a student. Next, no. SELCOM has a weakness in the remote areas. Even if using SELCOM services in the city, the internet speed level is this low. Last, not sure. Some say maybe SELCOM offers a reasonable price as well as a wide line coverage area, and maybe because it is cheaper than other telco. Next, reason from our group. First, yes, because it offers so many internet subscriptions, whether unlimited internet or not. So as CELCOM users, we can choose the internet subscriptions we want. It can make it easier for users to choose without having to time twice. Last but not least, no, because there are other telcos that can compete with CELCOM and even have faster internet regardless of whether it's in rural areas or cities. Thank you.
That is the end of our presentation, and that's all from our group. Thank you.